Hello guys and welcome to another video. Thought today I'd do something a little bit different to the usual FIFA. Know that that's all I've got on my channel at the moment, but I want to spice things up a little bit. Do something a little bit different. A friend recommended this game to me a few days ago, the Stanley Parable, and I thought, why not? I had a look on Steam, got it in the Steam sale for just £2. So obviously I downloaded it straight away and thought, well, this will be a game that will be good to experience with you guys. So I've only played it once. That was just to test it out on the laptop earlier before I recorded. I won't be doing much talking in this video, not as much as I normally would like to talk, and that's because there's a narrator that will do all the talking for us. I don't want to talk over him and ruin the experience for anyone. There's quite a few endings in this. I can't remember off the top of my head how many. I'm going to try and see a couple of endings today though, together. So, I'll stop the rambling now. We can begin the game and see what happens.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, well the first time up, the story I played earlier didn't look anything like that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase,
Right.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The one I did earlier, I went down here, so I'm going to go up this time, just for a change, to the boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I take it that this is the keypad, so the number's 2, well that was more sensible than I thought, 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, going down, I guess.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, this is very, very dark.
Stanley walked straight
see where
ahead
I'm
through the
going.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ooh. There's an escape. Now, so far I've followed his instructions very, very well to the letter. But escape seems like a good choice. I think I'll escape, thank you very much.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Nah, he's bluffing. They said escape, I'm going to escape.
The door behind him
I've
was
got
not
faith in this
shut.
game.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
It keeps saying I'm going to die. It said escape, I trust this game. This narrator's just trying to lie to me. Ooh. Where am I going? Where am I?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh no. I don't want to die. Ugh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Okay. Am I still alive?
And yet it would be
What's
just
going
a
on?
few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every
Is this what it
path you
feels
can
like to
walk
die?
has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless,
I'll go back.
making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, it's Stanley's computer. This all the, I'm guessing this is all the memorabilia of Stanley and the office. I feel like this is the end of the game already. We've even got some credits. It's a random photocopier. Very, very strange. Warzone, what the... Okay. I guess this is all information about the game. No, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make much sense around here. Game design and mock-up. It feels like when you come to an end of the game and this is kind of like a walk through the credits and oh, there's an exit there. So it's going back round on themselves. I don't even know what that is. Yep, there's an exit here, so we'll take the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh, guess we've got to flip the switch.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking somewhere.
So, they want me to quit the game. How is that winning? I'm going to die anyway. Quitting the game is basically the same as dying now. Screw you, woman.
Only true choice. Whatever you do, choose
You saved me once before, save me again.
For you. Don't let time.
Okay. Well, if you want a game that messes with your mind, and then the Stanley Parable is definitely for you. Wow. It's got a black screen now. Oh, wait a minute, I see. I see what this game is doing. I can't resume the game. This game is basically saying that I have to quit to the menu. Which is what the woman said I had to do before I died. Oh, God. This game is a troll. There we go, quit to the menu. Happy? Oh. Okay. Just only quit the whole of Stanley Parable, but... So what they basically said is you're going to die anyway. Because in my eyes, quitting the game is basically dying. Well, that's one ending. Let's try another one. This time,
This is the story
I'm going to go
of a
the
man
complete
named Stanley.
opposite of what he says. But we don't need to see this again. That time I listened to him, I got to the point where
All of his co-workers
okay,
were
I
gone.
went escape
What could it mean?
instead of going straight
Stanley
forward.
decided to go to the meeting room.
But this
Perhaps
time
he
I'm
had
going to
simply
completely
missed a
go the
memo.
opposite to what he says. If I died by following his instructions, I guess I got greedy
When
with the
Stanley
escape.
came to a set of two open... This
No,
was
thank
not the
you.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did I? Did Stanley take the first open door on the left? No, he didn't. Stanley went straight on.
Stanley was so
That's what the
bad at
narrator
following
doesn't want him to do.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What's this? Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo. So I get a penalty for jumping off. Surely, by jumping off that, surely I wouldn't survive that. So why do I need a penalty for it? Well, there's only one way to test this theory.
But in his
Geronimo!
eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Talk about patronising. Okay, well, where's the fine then? I guess the fine is your death. Well, I guess that's ending number 2. That was quite brief.
All of his
I feel like whatever you do on this game, you
Wait,
can't win.
No. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
What? My office is back there, mate. What's he going on about now?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was
Right, we'll
not
go
the
right
correct
again.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But
Not
eager to
admiring.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh. Ooh. This way looks a lot more interesting. Sorry, Mr. Narrator Man. Down we go. No doubt this is going to end badly for me
Stanley
again, but
didn't want to go
we'll
back to
see.
the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Ah, you little bugger.
No, not the right.
Oh, come
Why
on.
would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly...
This is a
Oh, dear,
troll,
would
this
you hold on
game.
for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Are you sure? Because twice you told me it's definitely this way, and twice you've misled me. Yes, it's this way. Let's go.
No. This isn't right
What?
at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Well, I'm not making any promises, mate. I'm not making any
All of his
promises at all.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story
Don't
somewhere?
look at me, it
or-
wasn't me.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's go this way. Okay, I'm quite lost now. Oh, what? How? What? How did I do that? I went right. And I've somehow gone left and round it. Oh, this stupid game.
I'll say it. This
I
is
don't
the
know where I am
worst
anymore.
adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Well, here we go
All of
again.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse.
Oh,
I might
come
be
on.
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
This game is trolling me so badly right now.
Aha! I knew we'd missed
When
something.
did this room come in?
The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh my god. Oh. What is this game trying to do to me?
Now this...
What is this?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no.
I win. I didn't do anything, but I
don't
win.
feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You couldn't just let me win, could you? You couldn't for once just let me be happy that think that I've defeated this troll
All
of a
right,
game.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Now in this game, this line is going to lead me into a pool full of sharks or something like that. I'll put it past it. I swear it just wants me to
See?
die and
The
die
line
and keep
knows
on
where
dying.
the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, hell yeah! Oh, wow! I genuinely sat there bobbing to this, smiling. This is some epic music. The game does care. It wants to give me this.
And look at that.
Whoa,
fern.
whoa. What fern?
Stanley, this
This
fern
fern?
will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
What? You stop the music for this? Ah, screw you, game. I'm going. I'm carrying on. Kind of
Wait, what?
thing can go wrong
We're
with
back
a
at the
fern.
office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Huh? Right, well, I came from that way, so let's go this way. Oh,
no,
here we
no,
go
no,
again.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done
think
this
I
to
can
us?
see what's
And after we
coming.
trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh my good God. Ugh.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget
Oh.
the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, this direction.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The narrator actually sounds really, really annoyed. How does he think I feel?
Good choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
How was that logic? He just spouted a load of random words and made out it was logic.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Well, what was that? That made me jump. It's random beeping in my... Oh, what? Is that the end of the story? Is that ending? I'm gonna take it as that was that ending. That was a very, very long story. Well, what I've discovered from this game is the narrator says a lot of words that to me doesn't seem to mean anything. Maybe that's just me. It's a very, very interesting game. I was playing it with a smile on my face, even though I had no idea what was going on. And yeah, I recommend it. I know I said it's 2 years old, but it's still a solid game. It's got some really good reviews, and while it's on offer at Steam, why not give it a go? So, like I said at the start, this was a video that's a little bit different to my others, because it's not a FIFA video. And that's the way I want to keep things going. I want to carry on doing some FIFA on my YouTube channel, but I also want to carry on playing some of these kind of different games. So if you want to see anything specific, if you want to see me playing a game, trying a game out, and then drop it in the comments section below and I'll have a look at it and I'll see if I can get a video made with that game. Like I said, the FIFA will continue on the channel. I've got some other ideas as well lined up, but that's the way. Any suggestions, anything you want me to play, write it in the comment section and we'll see if we can get something done. That's the end of the episode, guys. I'm really sorry it turned out to be a long one. I wasn't expecting that last ending to drag on as much as it did. But anyway, thanks for watching it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed playing it. Drop a like if you
stood
did.
for a long time
and
in
us.
one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
The game is still trolling me, even while I'm trying to do an outro. Thanks a lot, narrator. Anyway, so like I said, give it a like. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.